Supply chain management actually refers to the whole process from procuring products, distributing them, availing them to the patients, and of course in between there are other processes like ensuring the quality of the products that you actually deal with. Supply chain management is a broad term. It applies to anything that needs to be moved from point A to point B. But when it comes to pharmaceutical supply chain management, then you start across the process slightly further than the other processes. You look at how the product has been manufactured, how it has been delivered, how it's being stored, how it's being issued to the patients, and you follow up with the process of ensuring that those patients do not also have adverse drug reactions. So when you talk supply chain, it's not just moving the medicine from point A to point B, but ensuring that the quality of that product is maintained throughout the process. We actually say that there can't be a project or a program without medicines, because that is what drives the health of the people. So it's one thing to diagnose people, but if you can't give them the medicines that they require, then that is not helpful. So for us as supply chain managers, we come in and ensure that the products that are needed are there on time, in the right place, the right quantity, at the right quality. So we actually have all those 5 R's taken care of in supply chain management of pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
I think when you talk about the supply chain management in Kenya, the pharmaceutical supply chain management, I have to keep emphasizing, is that we do have 2 systems. We have the purely private commercial sector, which I cannot be able to talk about, but we also have the public sector side of things. And I would say that also in the public sector, there is a streamlining where we have the products available. I think where we still have challenges is ensuring that we have accurate data that informs the decisions we are making, be they procurement decisions or distribution decisions. Because if you have to have the right product at the right place, it means you need to have the data that supports that decision. So if we could tighten the data capture, the data analysis, and using it to make decisions, that was really helpful. In supply chain management, the data that is useful is what we call consumption data. We want to know what has been consumed, by how many people, and for how long. So if we have that data, then it helps us know how many patients do we need to plan for and for what periods of time. So that's the data that I'm talking about. I think when we talked about data, we want to first train people and let them know what type of data are we looking for. 2, we need to give them tools to capture that data. And 3, we need to help them report and know what those reports mean to the work that they are doing. Because people can only invest in what they can see direct benefits from. So as healthcare providers, we need to start showing people that the data you generate helps us determine what we can give you in terms of commodities, and we can determine for how long you are going to get it. When we organize that correlation, or when we help them see the correlation between the products they get and the data that they generate, then that is will go a long way in improving the quality of data. Use of technology makes work easy for everyone, and especially when you are dealing with data. The challenges we have with the data is the human element and errors. We call them transcription errors. You could be looking at a figure, by the time you key it in or you write it down, you can change it. What we've been trying to do in pharmaceutical supply chain is to make sure that people concentrate on their core business. If you're dispensing medicine, dispense, and dispense accurately. Then the technology will use that data through back-end processes, aggregate it, and send it to the people who need it. For example, like in Kenya Pharma, what we've been using is the electronic supply chain management system. Once the person who is dispensing medicines dispense, they just don't need to do anything. We have created an interface where the data that is generated at the dispensing point is availed through the ESCM to us centrally, and we can actually be able to view data from every site that we support.